Hey there guys! Today we will be learning about ecosystem. We get to know the problem we face in our ecosystem now and also a possible solution to encounter it. But first, let's get to know each other. Annika Cardoniga, Joyce Fabella, Kaye Lagunay, and me, Haniara Macasero. So let's get started.
How do we define ecosystem? Ecosystem is a community of biotic factors along with their natural habitat and the abiotic factors of their environment. This network of living and non-living components in a given area is called an ecosystem. Take this mountain, for example. It's no secret that we have burdened our ecosystem because of human activities that impact negatively on our environment. Every year, we produce 300 million tons of plastic. That is nearly equivalent to the weight of the entire human population. And more than 99% are produced from chemicals, from our oil, natural gas and coal, all of which are non-renewable resources. More than 50% of that is single-use plastic. We use it once and then we throw it away, which persists for hundreds of years. 60% of that plastic will end up either in our landfill or the environment. Rivers carry plastic waste from deep inland to the sea, therefore contribute significantly to marine pollution that kills over 100 million marine animals each year. Did you know that plastic is equally harmful above water as it is below? Microplastics further interact with soil fauna, like earthworms for example, that affects their health and functions, which end up damaging the forest flora, which refers to the various plants and fungi that are independent of earthworms. Being environmentally conscious on how to manage our waste is crucial in creating a sustainable Earth for generations to come. We only have one planet that holds 7 billion dreams. Let's be clean as we go.
Habitat loss, a primary threat to the survival of wildlife. It causes destruction, fragmentation, or degradation of habitat. When an ecosystem has been dramatically changed, it may no longer be able to provide the food, water, and places to raise the young wildlife needed to survive. Deforestation has been greatly accelerated since 1960 and has been affecting natural ecosystem, biodiversity, and the climate. The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization estimates the annual rate of deforestation to be around 1.3 million kilometers squared per decade. According to Food and Agriculture Organization, the number one cause of deforestation is agriculture, and it affects 80% of global deforestation. Second on our list is caused by new constructions that impact around 15%. More specifically, 10% can be attributed to infrastructures that support the current lifestyle of humans. Third on our list is urbanization, contributing 5% to deforestation. 68% of the world's population expected to live in cities by 2050. Deforestation poses a threat to our ecosystem that it affects loss of wildlife and habitat, may lead to food insecurity in the future, contributes to climate change, and on local people that depend on the forest for survival. And lastly, it erodes the soil, preventing plants and soil microorganisms from thriving and making it unfit for plant growth.
Plastic pollution has unfortunately become one of the most pressing environmental problems. It costs everyone, including the government. Governments are paying millions to fight the scourge of plastic waste. City authorities in low-income countries spend 20% of their budget on solid waste management. It's obvious that we must become more environmentally conscious and take responsibility to solve the problem. The answer may seem overwhelming to some, but the answer is quite simple. What if less money was spent on inadequate management of this vast problem and more on solutions? Solutions include recycling to reduce the amount of hazardous material in informing as many people as possible so that more people can wake up to reality and so that they can put into perspective. Investment in innovative technologies to reduce plastic becoming waste. Investment in alternatives to plastic.
Deforestation has several causes. It is one of the major environmental problems we are currently facing, and it's one of the biggest factors that is affecting the lives of many living things and climate change. Awareness and sensitization can help to prevent deforestation. Sensitization and educational initiatives might be a straightforward but an effective option. People will be able to discern the causes, impacts, and ways to combat deforestation more easily if awareness creation campaigns are launched. Personal accounts from people who have been threatened by deforestation, such as farmers, might be used to underline the negative consequences of deforestation. There are solutions that require a lot of people to be able to achieve the goal, and there are also ways in which we can help personally, even when we're just at our home. Replanting or tree planting has a lot in common with community forestry. However, it concentrates solely on replanting, which is also known as reforestation. The restoration or regeneration of forests that have been reduced by fire or felling is known as reforestation. It is a continuous process that should not be thought of as a one-time event. It can be done in market areas, in game wildfire reserves, or within city parks, for example, in local towns and metropolitan centers. As a result, replanting counts as deforestation restoration measure. While there are solutions that we can do in our community, we ourselves can start in our homes by consuming less paper products and purchasing from sustainable, eco-friendly companies.
Let's bear in mind that ecosystem is very important for us. And for that, we should make a move to not completely destroy it, or else it will be a disaster. Ecosystem adjusts itself, and for every action, there is a reaction. Let's make a move, even a small one, because there is a saying that small changes can make a big difference. So let's try to change something for the sake of our ecosystem. That's it, guys, and thank you for listening and watching our video. I hope you learned something, and don't forget about taking care of our ecosystem. Our lives depends on it.